O Muslim, I want to let you know something. You should not convert Jews and Christians to Islam. And the reason why is because according to the Sahih, that sound authentic Muslim Hadith, which Sunnis have to believe in, or be Shiites or Quranis, Quran-only Muslims. Well, according to the Sahih, Jews and Christians become the sacrificial goats, or the sacrificial lambs, the scapegoats, the Jesus Christ, who end up bearing the sins of sinful Muslims. Even though Muslims have the sins as big as mountains for like murder, rape, genocide, you name it, those sins are to be placed on Jews and Christians. I know the Quran says that no one can bear someone's burden. It's an attack on Christianity about Christ being the atonement and the redeemer of sins and stuff like that. But in the Sahih Muslim, and again, Sahih means sound, authentic. Jews and Christians are the unwitting, reluctant Jesus Christ, the sacrificial lambs of sinful Muslims. And if you don't believe me, I'll read it to you here. Okay, this is Sahih Muslim 6666. More than 3 sixes, so yeah, it's 3 sixes plus 6. Okay. Allah's apostle said, no Muslim would die, but Allah would admit in his stead a Jew or a Christian in hellfire. And then this is Sahih Muslim 6668. Allah's messenger said, there would come people amongst the Muslims on the day of resurrection with as heavy sins as a mountain. And that means a lot of evil, like murder and rape and genocide and pedophilia, and Allah would forgive them, and He, that's Allah, would place in their stead the Jews and the Christians. Okay, and then here's the Sahih Muslim 6665. 6665. Kind of like the number of the Antichrist plus, but then with the 5 here. Okay, Abu Musa reported that Allah's messenger said, when it will be the day of resurrection, Allah would deliver to every Muslim a Jew or a Christian and say, that, not he or she, or that is your rescue from hellfire. And this is 110 Hadith Qudsi. Allah's messenger said, on the day of resurrection, my Ummah nation will be gathered into 3 groups. One sort enter paradise. One sort will enter paradise without rendering an account of their deeds. Another sort will be reckoned an easy account and admitted into paradise. Yet another sort will come bearing on their backs heaps of sins like great mountains. That means they're really evil. Allah will ask the angels, though He knows best about them. This will ask anyway. Who are these people? They will reply, they are humble slaves of yours. He will say, unload the sins from them and put the same over the Jews and Christians. Then let the humble... In other words, I'm going to tell you again. Even though the Quran says no one can bear their burdens, this is Sahih Muslim. Of course, there's also this Qudri. I don't know about Qudri, but most of it's Sahih Muslim. And it says that the sins of Muslims be placed on the Jews and Christians. So the Jews and Christians, unwitting, reluctant Jesus Christ, even though because Jesus went to the cross willingly, but in Islam, Sahih, the Jews and Christians unwittingly and reluctantly take on the sins of the murdering terrorists and stuff like that, and they go to hell forever. Whereas a terrorist who was submitting to Allah will go to the virgins and have perpetual erections and be around virgins with butts over a mile wide in size and stuff like that. In other words, but I want to tell you here, If this is true, it just goes to show you that you shouldn't convert Jews and Christians to Islam, because Jews and Christians are supposed to be your propitiation for sin, just like Jesus Christ. They're supposed to be the ones that will rescue out of hell, where they will go in your stead and be burned forever, tortured with your sins on their back. So if you're thinking of trying to convert a Jew or Christian, you're just wasting your time, and plus you're making it so, who's going to be your sacrificial lamb, you know what I mean? So just something to think about, okay? Bye.